As mentioned in other videos, the story of Elite Dangerous was left with the events surrounding the Thargoid's surface site. Whether it is intended as a permanent ground facility or a massive Thargoid spaceship is debatable. Numerous times, either in past iterations of Elite or with hints in our current game, we hear mention of a Thargoid vessel larger than anything we have seen before. Indeed, it is strongly implied that these sites are the very same entity, better known as Thargoid Motherships. First sighted in 3125, these gargantuan behemoths are something that we have never seen in terms of scale before in Elite Dangerous. The first confirmed witnessing of a Thargoid mothership was at Carmichael Point, where this beast easily overwhelmed the defences with the loss of all INRA personnel. This base was set as a law for the Thargoids to invite them to attack this site, so that INRA could test their new mycoid weaponry. However, they got more Thargoid than they could chew, with a massive Thargoid vessel easily sweeping aside the base's defences. During the saga of Commander John Jameson, he was tasked with the delivery of the mycoid virus during our first war with the Thargoids. His Cobra somehow got close enough to one of these vessels to effectively deliver the fungal payload made by INRA hands. Jameson recalls this attack in his log as follows.
That was almost too easy. Thread my way past the perimeter, mask my heat signature so I'd get close to the superstructure. I tell you, I've never seen a hive ship up close before. Doubt many people have. It was amazing, kiddo. Beautiful, really. Makes you realize just how smart they are, how advanced. I admit it. I hesitated for a moment before I hit the button. I had to remind myself it wasn't them I was attacking, just their technology. As if this mycoid virus of theirs even works. Oh man, I watched the payload rocket into the belly of their ship and stuck around just long enough to make sure it hit home. Then I punched the throttle. Whoa! Whew! I'm coming home, kiddo. I'm coming home.
As is evident from this attack, the mycoid virus spread amongst the Thargoid population and affected both their natural forms and their technology, including these vessels. As AX weapons were used to minimal effect on the Thargoid mothership at Carmichael Point, it is safe to assume that any successful strike on a mothership with the current itinerary of ship-based anti-Thargoid weapons would involve a massive effort from many pilots if indeed it would be of any effect whatsoever. Using larger capital ships such as the Farragut class or the Majestic class would most likely result in total failure as to their acute vulnerabilities to Thargoid weaponry. Of course, the Federation and Imperials are capable of retrofitting these ship classes, but in their current configuration they struggle with interceptors, let alone something larger and more aggressive. It is thought that the Thargoid hive mind has adapted to the mycoid virus and is no longer effective against ships larger than a drone vessel. Currently, the human race has no defense against these beasts rumoured out in the black. Taking a closer look at the crash sites of the motherships that were affected by the mycoid virus, they are left in a state of ruin, a husk of their former self. Amongst the bones of this beast, Thargoid technology is seen active in the form of a repair detail. These drones are not hostile unless fired upon and pose little threat when provoked. They seem to be tasked with the removal of a substance that is coated on the remnants of the mothership. Obtaining entry into these giant Thargoid vessels and revealing their secrets is a hard task, but with a day or so free is relatively simple. Head to the Celeano system link below, look for non-human signal sources class 5 and prepare for a long grind. You will need the Thargoid probe and the Thargoid sensor. Obtaining the Thargoid sensor is also possible at the Thargoid scout ships, but the probes are easiest to obtain at these Thargoid encounters. Please be aware of the fact that once on board, the Thargoid sensor and probe will eat away at the insides of your ship until they free themselves. You can combat this by obtaining corrosion resistant cargo racks or with careful damage control with an AFMU. Keep an eye on your cargo rack's health bar and keep it above 90% to ensure these devices don't melt their way out of your ship whilst in supercruise. Once you have obtained these objects, head to one of the active Thargoid motherships listed below. You will notice that the doors will now open. Take note of the layout of this site before you venture into the main room. You'll need a Thargoid link, obtained from one of the secondary rooms. The main attraction of these sites is what is known as the map room. Dropping the Thargoid sensor, probe and link into the 3 holes in this room reveals something wonderful yet ominous. This is the Thargoid map. It is not known of what this is a map of, but my own thoughts on it point me in the direction of the Andromeda Galaxy. Piecing together clues that Frontier Developments may have left the player, I will speculate that you are seeing data from the probe and sensor. These devices were part of the puzzle that led to the discovery of the first crashed Thargoid motherships. It was as though these devices were looking for these ships and contained the map we see here. No further lead has been found on this mystery, and to this day the Thargoid map room remains an unsolved enigma. As I have mentioned in other videos, linked above, it is stated in the lore that the Thargoid race may be of extragalactic, or even extra-dimensional, origin. If this is true, then Barnard's Loop is not the original home of the Thargoids. Yes, they may hold the area that is permit locked as a base of operations or a new home, but if the speculation in the lore to their origins holds weight, where do the Thargoids come from? Could this map be their original home, or could it be something they are longing to find or have already found? My guess is that they hold this place in reverence, as every single device when linked together contains this image. It is worth noting that there have been unconfirmed sightings of these motherships out in the black. Could it be possible that these beasts are not in a constant state of mummification on the barren surfaces of their crash sites? That we could log in one day and find these sites replaced by a sizable crater, yet no weapon was used for their removal? Nothing we have can combat these types of gargantuan vessels, so any future operation to combat this threat will be with new weaponry or new ways of fighting. As Jameson demonstrated with his strike, a small ship could get under the vision of the Thargoids. Could it be that we'll have to board one of these vessels in order to destroy it from within? Any such boarding action would most likely require a one-way trip. Could it be that humanity will adapt and overcome this threat from the comfort of a bridge of some starship? Whatever measures are required, I look forward to these new elements of gameplay. What do you think? Are you looking forward to the Thargoid ground encounters, or are you looking forward to massive fleet battles between humanity's bravest and the Thargoid threat? Let me know below. Thanks for the watch. A massive thank you to Commander Marcus 3000 for choosing to support the channel. If you like this video, please make sure to hit the like below. If you would like more content from this channel, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon below for notifications on future videos. If you wish to support this channel, follow the Ko-fi link below. Until next time, Commanders, 07.